Okay, so we're now set up to do the top of that same wing. So we're still cutting a left wing. You can see we've got the top template here, this is the top root template, and the top tip template on here. Exactly the same thing, the only difference is there's an extra nail in the top to stop it arching off. Similarly, there's another one on there, you can believe me on that one. Okay, other differences, last time, these are in exactly the same position, still the 83%, because I'm still doing the same ratios and everything. The only difference now is that obviously the templates are the other way around, and you've also got, I've also tweaked the position of this wheel so we don't get that slide down, so these wires are getting a bit tight on the core, so that shouldn't happen this time. And then the other difference is that these weights, you'll see, they were about halfway down, 2/3 of the way down, they're now all the way up. That's to allow the ends of the bow to rise up over the template more easily. Other than that, everything is absolutely identical. So I think we're good to go. Just going to check everything. Path of the wire is good. Tension is about the same, that's good. I'll just put a tweak more on that tiny one there. Tiny bit more, that's lovely. Everything is good, so I'm going to switch on and watch it cut. And I'm clear here. Always make sure your stopper's clear, otherwise you get a burnt leading edge. Okay. Power's on. Here we start to cut. So it will sometimes cut this leading edge just a smidgen slower at the very start, just because it's got to rise up the steepest part of the gradient. But then you'll see it will speed up slightly as it gets onto the flat. Nothing to worry about. Tweak that wheel again, it's changed angle slightly. That's pretty much the only thing you can touch. Once it's cutting, you don't want to touch anything. Once that wheel is trailing out the back, hopefully it will mean that it will kind of self-center itself as it's dragging it behind it. So you don't have to do anything, it should work much better, but I just haven't had time to make that change yet. I'm cutting a little bit slower this time, I think. It's still cutting at the right ratio of speed. The speed you cut, I mean, is, you know, it's only time, I guess, is the key thing. If you're only doing one wing, then it's minimal. Oh dear, that wasn't very good. Seem to have run out of a bit of tension on here. Quite a little bit more. Still getting tight on that end. It should be okay. Sometimes you will hit a little, this foam has a few little inequalities in it. I've found some sort of harder sections in the foam occasionally. Okay, crucially, it'll sit and idle there, not a problem, just turn it off. We've got a bit of extra kerf on that. We didn't have quite enough tension in here, I think, and the angle of the wheel again seems to have modified. That wheel needs fixing, but it'll be a perfectly usable core, hopefully. So, weights into your working area. Prop this up. Like so. And then we now should have a wing core. Yeah. Got that. See, it's still a nice clean cut. There we are. That's our first wing core there. Nice trailing edge. Nice trailing edge. It's fine. There's a little bit of It's the problem that I talked about earlier with the way I designed the templates. There's a tiny little undercore there, just needs a brush with a sanding block, and that's all it needs. Again, if I'd known what I know now, I would have designed the template slightly different. And that's it, that's our first cut wings. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I just wanted to recap a couple of things. So do remember, safety first, wear sleeves, use your circuit breaker, always check the path of the wire and take your time. Those are the 4 things, most important things. Before you switch on, before you do any cutting, check. You know, some of the things that I look for, you know, have I got the right templates on? Are they situated correctly? Is the wing in the right place? Is it the right way round? Are the pull cords connected correctly? Do they have about the same tension? Have I removed that foam prop from the swinging arm? Very important. I've burned a few leading edges doing that. Is the path of the wire clear? You know, just ask yourself every time, have I done everything right? Everything I can possibly do to make this a successful cut? And if you can't do it after 30 seconds of looking, you can probably press the on switch. But even having said that, accept you'll make a few mistakes. You'll get through a bit of foam when you're learning, but it'll suddenly click, and then you'll be able to just churn wings out. And it's really satisfying once you can do that. Couple of parish notices: please be careful with the kit. It's fairly expensive. Make sure everything's returned. If you do lose something or break it, tell me, tell the chairman or any members of the committee, and we'll make sure it gets replaced. We'll charge you for it. We just don't want broken kit going out for people to use. And if you have any more questions, obviously my phone number and my email address are all in every issue of the ICE's Beacon magazine, so you can contact me that way. And obviously these videos are linked on YouTube, and there is resources also in our members only section of our website. So I hope you enjoyed the videos, and happy cutting.